Hello and welcome to a new video. So we have James joining me. As you can see, he's very at ease, right? You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. So if you don't know, if you don't watch my vlog, James is my husband, and today we are doing the boyfriend tag, which is going to become the husband tag. But when he's in school and Alfie is sleeping and we have a baby monitor, so we're hoping he's going to stay asleep until the end of this video. He might wake up and join us, we'll see. So if you don't know the boyfriend tag, there are 30 questions. You're going to see me look down because I have my laptop with the questions there. I didn't memorize them all. And the way it works is that most questions we answer something about each other, some is more to answer together. So the first question is, where did we meet?
We met online.
And then I was living in Dublin at the time and James was living in Belfast. And he was going to Dublin for a Go tournament. If you don't know what Go is...
It's a Chinese board game, a bit like chess.
And James was doing tournaments of that because there are some people doing that in the world out of China. And he was going to Dublin for that, so we met then. And then we met again, and now you know the rest because you can see it kind of every day. So then, question number 2, where was our first date?
Around Dublin, basically.
Yeah. We met at the train station because James was coming from Belfast and was arriving at the train station, and then we went for a meal to an Italian restaurant, but and then we probably walked around.
It's in Stephen's Green, we went there, I think.
Yeah, it's a park, and yeah, we basically walked around Dublin. That was kind of it. And then we went back to the train station because James had to go. What was your first impression of me?
Very favourable.
No, but like...
I don't know, you just seemed very interesting and interested in me, and wanted to find out more about you.
I'm going to tell the truth about the first thing I thought. Is that he was short. we're about, he's 2 centimeters taller than me, so that's fine. I don't mind that he's short, but I remember in France people are very tall in general, and I don't know, because I had only seen a profile picture of him. I kind of expected him to be taller than he was. Not that it was an issue, but I remember that's the first thing that struck me. And then that he looked kind, which is nice. It's not that bad.
No.
Okay, and then when did we meet the family?
I met Julie's family
You came to France?
Well, no, 4 weeks.
Oh no,
6 weeks after we started dating, Julie's mother and father came over for a visit.
Yeah.
And I met them then, and I managed to ask her mum if she wanted a cup of toast.
Yeah. And I think I met your parents. Do you remember that time where I didn't even know I was going to meet them, and I came over and your brother picked us up at the train station. I was coming from Dublin to visit you for the weekend, and they said, oh, we're just going to call to my parents, and I was like, what? I wasn't really ready, and I actually met his sister, his niece, his brother-in-law, quite a few people that day, and I didn't even know I was going to, but at least I didn't have time to stress about it in advance. Yeah, I did stress for about 10 minutes when I found out what was going to happen, but yeah. Do I have any weird obsessions? If so, what?
Hanson.
What?
Hanson. Oh. No, I suppose that's not
Hanson?
that weird. Yeah.
I love Hanson. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not obsessed with them anymore. I did drag James to a concert.
It was our first date at night. It was
like a first, no, not our first date.
Yeah, well,
but
no.
we were not together for a long time, and I had actually some friends that I had met through the Hanson fan club who were coming from Sweden and the Netherlands that came over to Dublin for the concert, and I did drag James to it. It wasn't that bad in the end.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was a small concert. It was nice. Yeah, but that's not an obsession. I'm not obsessed with them anymore. I used to be, but I'm not anymore.
Washi tape?
Yes! Washi tape. And James... obsession.
Quicker to list, but it's not.
Yeah. James has a lot of... It's hard. I can't even answer
Just
that.
pick one.
Yeah, but which one? Chocolate. Chocolate. It's not weird though, it's not a weird obsession.
All things geekery, technology.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll just say that. Yeah. How long have we been together? So we've been married for, it will be 6 years in July, and we were together for almost 3 years before that. So 8.5 years?
Yeah.
It's going to be 9 years, is it?
It'd be
Yes, it will be 9 years in March. 9 years in March. That's the answer. Do you have a tradition with your girlfriend, boyfriend? Tradition? Something we do that's not...
It's difficult to think. There's stuff like our family holidays are almost always to the south of France to visit Julie's family, but I don't know if that's really a tradition.
No, it's not. I don't think that's what they mean by that.
No, we're trying to start things like the Elf on the Shelf. Like.
Yeah, we kind like the way it works in our house, that we just mix the traditions we like together, like the French ones and the ones from here and the one from other places in the world we like. But I don't think we have anything specific. What was our first road trip? Every week.
The bus trip from Belfast to Dublin was about 3.5 hours at that
Usually
point.
Every weekend. Because I was living in Dublin, we had a distance relationship to start with, so either James was coming down to see me to Dublin or I was going to see him, and it was always a long bus journey and I felt sick on the bus. I can't stand the bus, and when I found out I had to go on the bus quite often, it actually almost cured my sickness on the bus for that trip, but not for the other ones, unfortunately. What was the first thing you noticed about me?
You were very pretty.
You were short. Sorry.
That's alright.
He had also... James has a dimple here, somewhere. Smile. There, that. Alfie has it too, that. What is my favourite restaurant?
There's a Chinese restaurant in Toulon that we only get to like once every 2 or 3 years, but I think that's your favourite restaurant.
Yeah. And what's yours?
One that serves food.
The Red Panda?
Red Panda, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Chinese restaurant that is almost all the time closed every time we want to go there. But it's like, when it's open, it's nice. We do like Asian food, as you've noticed. So then, what do we argue about the most?
I can't remember.
that. James' memory is...
Even before the chemo, my memory was poor, but since it's like, what were we talking about?
Exactly. And this at the moment is like, it drives me nuts. And your amazing common sense. We have a very different common sense. Let's say this.
Common sense, yeah.
I have so many, he doesn't. This is the way like you would see it. But to be polite, I would say we'll just have a different common sense. What it seems like a priority to me seems like the least important thing to do to him, and sometimes it does drive me absolutely insane. Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. Who wears the pants in the relationship?
Oh, Julie, of course.
No, honestly.
Julie most of the time. I think we have our own areas of
Yeah.
expertise, and
like there's stuff like technology. I don't even try to wear the pants. I just give up straight away because he has a magic power. An example would be for a whole day, or when I wanted to watch something on TV, and no matter how many times I pressed the button to turn the TV on, it would not turn on. And I phoned him and said to him, it doesn't work. He got home, he didn't even touch the TV, he walked into the room and the TV turned on. And this is not the first time this happened, it has happened a million times, and it's very, very frustrating. Okay, so next question is, if I am watching TV, what am I watching?
something reality TV based.
Yeah, I do watch a lot of reality TV. It does help me to switch off. And you're watching sci-fi stuff, or yeah, no, sci-fi stuff like Star Trek, Stargate, Star Galactica.
Anything with the word star in the title.
Star Wars, Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Still, James loves sci-fi, especially space stuff. Don't like space stuff. Do like Star Wars, but I don't like space. Like Star Trek. Star Trek. Seriously, why? James loves it. Yeah. Babylon 5. Who watches this? Next question is, I'm lost.
14.
What is one food I do not like? You don't like cheese and eggs and really creamy stuff. Yeah.
Julie doesn't like anything that's too spicy.
It's not that I don't like it. It's it doesn't like me. But there's one food I really don't like. You know that.
Melon.
Yeah, I hate melon. Hate it. I love watermelon though. It's the cantaloupe. That's how they call it here. The one that's round and that's orange in the middle. That melon I don't like. What drink do I order when we go out to eat? You order a Diet Coke.
Water.
Yeah. What shoe size do I wear?
8 or 9.
And you're 7. Yeah. I have bigger feet than James. I have very big feet and very big hands. What is my favorite kind of sandwich? Yours would be like a wrap with some chorizo and there's some meat. If there's chorizo, you're gonna have it. But more than likely a wrap or a sandwich, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easier to get wraps heated than sandwiches, and
yeah.
I always prefer food when it's hot.
And I don't mind cold food. I eat mostly cold food. Oh. No, I thought Alfie was awake, but it's not his neighbour. What would be mine then?
Your favourite sandwich?
Like,
something with lots of cheese in it.
Yeah. And that's not too thick, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But. What is one talent I have?
You've got lots of talents. You're very creative. You know, you can sing. You're good at art. You know, like cool, crafty creations things. You're good with the kids as well. You've got a lot of talents. It's difficult just to pick one out. You
have a gigantic imagination, and you can write really well. Joyce is a good writer. Tell him to write books. He needs to write books and get them published. He's good at it. James wrote the start of a book, and he wrote like a lot of stories between characters, and I was like, I want to know what's happening, and then he stopped, and I want to know what's happening.
Yeah. I think the thing is, I work best whenever I'm going to like writing groups and things, because kind of spark off the other people, and ever since we've had the kids it's very difficult to get the time to go out, and then I was starting to pick up last year about September, October time, and then it all came to a sudden halt.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and start picking that up again.
Yeah.
I've got a bit.
And he started to write a children's book as well, which is really good, and he started a lot of stuff basically, and he needs to finish them because I want to know what's happening. So tell him in the vlogs, just harass him with comments in the vlogs about when is James going to write his book. Anyway, that's the little discussion about the book stuff. What would I eat every day if I could?
Well, you do. Cheese.
Yeah, I love cheese. And chocolate for you. Yeah. Then, what is my favourite cereal? So for you, it's cornflakes in the summer and shredded wheat in the winter.
And for you?
I don't even know myself.
I don't
I don't have one. I kind of switch around a lot. I don't really have one type. No, I don't. I don't think it. What is my favourite music?
You have musicals, the soundtracks of musicals.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of French singers that you really like. The CD that's in the car at the moment.
Yeah. And then you like Enya.
Yeah.
Florence and the Machine.
Placebo.
Daft Punk.
Blur. I have a very eclectic taste in music.
But we both like that, I think, because I love musicals, but I do listen to quite a lot of different stuff too.
And let's not forget Alana James and the Hot Club of Cowtown.
Yeah, but that's not, nobody will know about that. But we don't discriminate basically. But I think both of us, we don't really go for mainstream stuff. We really don't. We mostly listen to older stuff, and yeah. Okay, so next question is, and we have a baby with us, just in case you haven't noticed. He did wake up, so we just took it. So Alfie is joining the video. Want to say hello? Hello. Oh yes, he wants to say hello. Say hello. So the next question is, what is my favorite sports team? So for you, do you have one?
No.
No. We do well.
I enjoy
Okay.
a good game of just about anything, but I don't follow any one team.
Yeah, I like to watch like the big like World Cups and Europe Cups and stuff like that, or the Six Nations and stuff. I do enjoy to watch those matches. And then the other ones I would watch are, because otherwise my family would probably not ever talk to me again. It's the Toulon is where the town where I'm from, and they have a big rugby team who is the pride of the town basically. And they've won their Europe champions for several times in a row, and I do like to watch their matches. It's very nice. So that would be the RCT, which is Rugby Club Toulon. That's where I'm from. What is my eye color? No cheating.
Blue.
And blue. But yours, mine are more green than your, like more greeny blue, and yours are more bluey grey. And Alfie has blue eyes, but he has one little brown dot on one side of his eye, which I really like. And Owen has blue eyes too, so there was no big surprises for us there anyway. Who is my best friend?
It's a coin toss. Manon, your sister, if she was here all the time, but she's not. Probably Therese.
Yeah, and Sam.
Yes,
It's, I don't have one best friend. I have several best friends basically.
But there's a lot of them that are very far away. It's
Yeah, the one that's there all the time is called Therese, and yours probably be Mark or Roger. Yeah. What is something you do that I wish you didn't?
forget things.
Yeah. Once
Wrong
again.
thing.
And me?
Nothing.
No. On camera I can't kill you. Just say it.
Sooner or later the battery's going to run out. No, nothing in particular.
Really? Or? Even when I'm on my period?
I thought that doesn't count.
No, it doesn't, but still.
Just sometimes if I do something wrong, you'll have to put it right immediately, and I'd like the opportunity to put it right myself, and then it's like...
Yeah. Sometimes I just need stuff to be done there and then. Yeah, I think that's the best way to explain it. I do, but yeah. Where am I from?
Venus.
You're from Mars, definitely, anyway.
Yes, Toulon.
Alfie wants to do some funny faces in the camera. You want to do funny faces? And you're from, well, you were born in Belfast, and then you grew up in Lurgan, and then you moved to Craigavon. And back to Belfast and back to Craigavon.
Yeah.
That's the whole...
With a pit stop in Dublin as well for a year.
Yes, true. What kind of cake would you bake me on my birthday?
Well, the only type of cake I can bake is...
No, if you could bake anything, that's going to be better.
Your favourite strawberry cake.
Yes! It's called fraisier in French, and you can't find it here, and it's very hard to make. And for James it would be a chocolate cake with chocolate cream, but chocolate in the middle, covered with chocolate everything on top. A chocolate magic.
And those are very, very yummy.
Yeah.
But they're about 50,000 calories a slice.
Yes, and that's a tiny slice. But they are nice. I don't like too much of it though, but he does a lot of it. Do I play any sports?
Well, does ballet count as a sport?
Yes. Ask my abs today. I was in my ballet class last night. It does definitely count as a sport. And cycling would be your one that you would do. And what can I spend hours doing?
Well, working, working for Judy's Crafty Creations.
Mademoiselle Poupette for the
Mademoiselle
last 3.5 years.
Yes, my memory again.
Memory again.
Looking after this little guy and his brother.
Yes. Laundry, cleaning, tidying up toys, all the things like that, the fun stuff. Not that I choose to do it, but I have to do it. But that's what I spend a lot of time. You could spend hours playing the Xbox. And games on your computer and fixing computer things and
anything technology.
Anything technology, yeah. And the last question, if I could live anywhere, where would it be?
I'd live in Toulon in the winter and in here in the summertime. But
Yeah, but that's not the question. That's
Where
you have to
you?
guess for me. Anywhere. I don't even know if I
that's a tough
know.
one.
I don't think if I even know myself.
I've joked a couple of times about living in Sweden to near Ulysses and Martin because it seems very nice where they live. But
But I don't know if I would like the cold that long and the very short days
Yeah.
and stuff. I don't even know.
no, you talk about visiting places like San Francisco, but
yeah.
living somewhere is
Yeah, that's the thing. I
very
don't
different.
think I don't right now my home is here because we have our house here and I like my little homey thing too much to be able to just go like that. I don't think I would love to travel around the world, but to live is different probably. So if I could pick, I probably would live here but be able to travel to a lot of places I want to go to. And yeah, San Francisco is one of them. But in America there's a lot more, so we would need to plan a whole big trip.
Yeah.
That could be the next road trip
In about
in
20
about
years
20
time.
years, yes. Right, that's the end of the video. Yeah, oh yeah, why would you live if you could live anywhere?
Same thing. I don't think I'd want to just plunk down in one place like for the rest of time.
Yeah.
I mean, where we live now is home, but I can see, like when we go to France for like 2 weeks, I can see, in the winter time it's nice to be there because it's warmer and meet all Julie's family and there's really nice food and
Maybe. Right, so that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you liked the video. This is James now. You know him better. And if you want to see more videos with James, just write it in the comments. And if you want to see a video with this little guy, I'm thinking of doing a 1-year-old update when he turns 1 in just over 2 months already. Yeah. But yeah, if you want to know more about our family, you can watch our vlogs every day at 5 PM. With this little guy is featured a lot into them. And otherwise I have a video at 10 AM every week on a Thursday morning. And that's it, really. So we'll see you next week. Well, I will see you next week anyway. We'll see you tomorrow in the vlog. And yeah, I will see you then. Bye. Say bye, Alfie. Bye.